Hi everyone, welcome to Busy, Smart, and Strong. I'm Becky Lynn, and I have a very special guest in studio today. This is John Hill. He's from Chandler, and he's a cosmetic chemist. John, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me here today.
There's something that I really want you to tell me about, and I'm going to let you know that this comes straight from my house. Here's what happened. My daughter said to me, my lips were very, very dry, and I needed some lip balm. So I picked some up, and here's the culprit. I even brought it to show you. It's this one right here. She said it made my lips more dry after I used it than before I used it. And she said, I'm not touching that stuff anymore. Why would that happen? It's supposed to moisturize. Now, John, several years ago, there was a thing that went around about, can you become addicted to chapstick? Mm-hmm. And people were laughing and saying that the more you used it, the more you had to use. That kind of made me think about what she said about her lips drying out more, which is why I've come to you. How do we know what are the good products to use?
The first thing you need to do, the most important thing you do, is not look on the front, because this is all label claim and things that the marketers want you to buy into. It's on the back. It's the ingredients list on the back of a product. This will tell you what this product is all about and whether it'll work or not. Now, on the one that you're calling the culprit, I can look here on the ingredients list, and you can see that there's not really the essential fatty acids or the wax esters or things like that that your skin is used to, that it produces on its own. It's not really in this product, or if it is, it's so low on the ingredients list that it's a small percentage. It's not going to help you.
But is there something in there that would literally cause my lips to dry out more?
Not necessarily. What happens is these ingredients, lower cost ingredients, maybe cheap emollients or synthetic emollients, go on your lips, and they displace your natural skin oils that are on your lips. They take the place of them. So when this eventually wears off, your natural skin oils are gone. They were depending on this to keep you moist, and it's not there. So that's where you say you have to apply it again to get that same moisturizing feeling over and over again. As it dries out, you need more, because your skin's not producing its own natural lipids anymore.
So we're going to become kind of in a cycle where kind of almost like you have become addicted to it in a way.
That's
you
correct.
Can't get by without it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
So that's it.
So what do we need to look for?
Well, what you want to do when you pick up any of these products, you definitely don't want to look at the front. I always go to the ingredients list on the back. And they're listed in order. It's by ingredient name. It's called an INCI name, the International Cosmetic Ingredient Name. The ones on top are loaded the most. So look at those, see which ones are in there in the most.
But most of them I can't pronounce.
Yeah, I know.
There's some scientific thing that doesn't mean anything.
Right,
to
you
me.
may need to go onto the internet to look on some of these words. But what you want to look for is some of the botanical oils, good oils like macadamia oil, safflower oil, metafoam oil, olive oil. These oils have the fatty acids that are just like the fatty acids in your own natural skin oils. You want to look for that. You want to look for jojoba oil if you can get it, because that's the only source of botanical wax esters. And your skin produces wax esters. So if you have these skin-friendly ingredients in the product isn't going to displace your natural oils. It's going to work with them.
And you actually brought.
Sure.
This was the
This is jojoba oil.
Tell everyone what you told me about this.
Yeah, this is jojoba oil. It's naturally grown here in the Sonoran Desert. It's natural. You can go out in the desert and find it. From the seeds, we get this oil. And this oil is a liquid wax ester, just like the wax esters your skin produces. It's very skin friendly, will penetrate easily. It will take active ingredients in. But the jojoba bush, if you think about it, it's out here in the desert. It hardly ever rains. So it has to hold its moisture. It's learned through centuries of how to attract moisture and hold it. It does the same thing for the human skin.
Who would have thought? And I've seen that and heard about that in products. Mm-hmm. And this is macadamia oil?
Yeah, this is a typical botanical oil where I was talking about it has a fatty acid profile. There's several fatty acids in it. Anything from lauric, myristic, palmitic, oleic, and the essential fatty acids that everyone's heard of, which is linoleic and linolenic, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids.
I've heard of omega-3.
Both. They're in here as well. This one happens to have a fatty acid profile very similar to what your own skin oils make. So if you combine this with the wax esters of jojoba and a few other nice botanical oils, you can make a skin-friendly product that won't dry you out.
So probably the list of ingredients on the back ought to kind of read like a recipe. We should really be able to read those words and know what they are.
Right, it is like a recipe. It will tell you exactly what's in that product, and you'll get a feel if that product's going to be good or not, or if it dries you out or not, which is exactly what you found out.
Now, you actually create some of your very own. He sells over the internet, and they're made right there in Chandler, right?
Right. I work for Skin Script, who sells to the spa and salon industry, direct to estheticians, And I also have my own small cosmetic company, Never Over the Hill Cosmetics. I sell on the internet. But working for SkinScript, they have some excellent products. When I came to work for them, I took a look at their products, and sure enough, like the acai berry moisturizer, this one had, let's see, it had sunflower oil. It had a few other nice botanical oils in it. It had aloe and some moisturizers, all of which will carry this acai berry active in.
Now, I want to ask you this very quickly. These pricier ones, I mean, the ones that are better are going to be pricier, right? They're going to, because these ingredients are more costly.
The botanical oils are going to be more costly, and that's one of the reasons why products like this are produced. They're trying to make a profit, so they use the cheaper commodity synthetic emollient oils, or petrolatum, which is Vaseline, or mineral oil. All of those are petroleum-type products. Not so good for your skin.
Nonetheless, when it comes to price, that's a big issue for a lot of people, me included. So I can't always, sometimes I can splurge and buy something that's pretty pricey. Where do I get the most bang for my buck? What should I look for? Are there any products that you really like that I could get at Walgreens or Target or Walmart?
Yeah, there are a few. I must admit that the Burt's Bees is a good one. If you were going to go for a lip balm, Burt's Bees are good.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of another one. It's it was from Chatham. I mentioned that when we talked earlier.
Chatham.
Yeah, Chatham is the company that makes it.
Okay.
I'll think of them in a minute. But
okay, if you think of it and send it to me, and I will put it underneath the video, and you can look at it. Just because everybody's in the same boat. Money's precious. We don't have a ton of it to spend, but we don't want to waste it, and certainly don't want to get into that situation where you just have to keep using the same thing over and over. And one more quick question. This is one that I've used, and it's got a lactic acid, and it's a pricier one.
Yeah.
Tell me, is that one worth my time?
Yeah, the lactic acid is good, but as I go down through the ingredients, on the top of the ingredients, I'm seeing things like ammonium hydroxide, which is a pH neutralizer. Glycerin draws water to itself. So glycerin is good, but it's a cheap commodity type product.
All right.
Petrolatum, there's your Vaseline right there.
There you go.
So as I'm seeing this right off the bat, there's some silicones and things like that. I'm not getting a good feel for this one based on the ingredients list.
We're going to put some of the words up there you need to look for when you go shopping. Maybe you can just put them in your smartphone when you head out to Target or Walmart and know what to look for. John, thank you so much for telling us how to shop for these things so we'll all be nice and hydrated for the summer.
That's right. Read the ingredients list and you'll buy the right product.
All right. Thanks for watching Busy, Smart, and Strong.